Welcome, everyone. We are excited to be here, ready to have some fun with the EGL. Thank you so much for tuning in. My name is Orbital. With me is LaChance, and we'll be your casters for the EGL Double Round Robin Edge Gamers League. Gonna be bringing us some awesome action. LaChance, how you doing today?
So good, so happy to be here. It's a beautiful day out here on the pitch. The grass is green, the sky is blue. Cannot wait to get to these games.
Yes, we are. Of course, we are getting right into the action because teams don't want to wait at all. I don't think ever. So we are going to get things kicked off as soon as possible. We already have two teams ready to roll here. And this is going to be EGL, I believe, coming in versus NG. And these two teams are facing off for a nice title prize money. Let's go ahead and swap over there as well. This is Draft here. Thank you very much. I am such a professional here. Yes, I am running production and just about everything else, so this is gonna be fancy. But yeah, LaChance,
A true puppet master.
This is like old school casting. I think this is back in like 2015, 2016. But yeah, we already got some fun bands on the board.
Yeah, this Kaisa, this Akshan, these bands coming through. These teams, you know, probably have a good lay of the land. They understand each other. Curious to see which bands come out as target bands, getting rid of one-trick ponies, and which teams are paying a little bit more attention to that meta.
And a huge part as well is I think in these leagues, I think we have a very large fluctuation in the current team, the current players, right? So some of them are, I think we, in some of the interviews I did, it was like challenger level players, right? Coming in here, having some fun in the community, which I think is great. And then it goes all the way down to silver, which is also a fantastic thing. A lot of these players are so wide in skill and abilities that it brings a very nice dynamic. Do you want to focus some of these power picks? Do you want to focus some of these smaller picks? It's so much fun. Already seeing some even more, the Pike taken off from DDoS saying, no, we don't want you to play that one, which I also understand. I hate Pike as well.
Oh my god. Last night in solo queue saw a Pike singed bot lane that did
No.
some dirty work.
No.
I don't think we're gonna see
No.
that today.
No.
I'm just saying,
What
it's
what
out there.
elo are you running, bro? That sounds like hell. Oh my god.
Just prancing around in a nice silver 3 area. You know, it's a great neighborhood.
That terrifies me to such an extent. And to give an idea, once again, we are taking a look at these teams to give you a very nice setup. It is EdgeGamersLounge versus Nice Gaming. Those are the two teams playing here right now. Very, very enjoyable. So already seeing a lot of hyper carries taken off the table as well. We're seeing the Katarina. So this is a hard focus, I believe, from EGL saying we don't want to deal with some of these situations. And that's going to be Gabe grabbing the Jinx ASAP here.
Oh, I love that. A shot across the bow, really giving you an idea of what this comp could be centered around, right? Protect the Jinx comp. That's a pretty classic, simple, straightforward style of play. But they could pivot in any which way. And honestly, if a Jinx is good enough, they don't need to be protected.
All right, and I've also gotten word that my scouting is wrong because I'm bad at this. Don't worry, guys. We actually have no lower than Emerald, which is awesome. Which, to be fair, is like, I think the new plat is what they say. Still, though, Emerald is a nasty one to have. Taking a look at J4, though, great way to get into the backline, which I think is always one of the hardest things to accomplish, is accessing that backline if you want to get onto them, if you want to section them off. Are they going to pivot, though, for a little bit more team fight composition? Try and answer that Jinx. I would assume yes. If you had the J4, it's a great start. There it is, Wombo combo setup. That is the easiest way to do it.
Beautiful, perfect ball delivery service with Jarvan here. Just so happens his ult is also pretty much the size of an Orianna ult.
Right.
So that can be a devastating dunk.
It's almost like they made it so. It's almost like they knew
right?
that was going to happen. I don't know.
These designers, what are they up to?
Oh,
I love a hover. I love a hover because this is a mind game. If they switch this... Okay, they don't. All right. But still, you kind of just get to run that timer down, get in the other team's head. Definitely using that time to think about what what this third pick is going to be. Nutter just happens to be the one who's going to lock it in. But they kind of need a front line, EGL does.
The other side of it is you already got the Kayn. There's a way to almost play guerrilla warfare if you want to, and that's the unfortunate pivot side. And I do agree with this, right? This is the stay away composition. The Syndra in the mid lane going up against the Orianna is a time and tested true, but this is also an identifier. The Jinx is now going to be not exactly having a massive front line, but it's enough distraction value. The Syndra is going to be using this guy of the week, keep them on edge, don't want to get in their way. at this point, I would expect an ADC pickup coming out of EGL, and to match the Jinx, I think that's
Hey.
appropriate. Go ahead, grab the Twitch, appropriately get your kind of stalemate in the draft, and that way you don't get pinched in the second round draft phase.
Totally. And now this second round of the draft phase, kind of interesting, right? You know that there's not really a sturdy front line. You know, you can go Red Kane for sure, get a little bit tankier, but NG knows that they can kind of take away some of these big beefier guys. But they say, no, actually, we're going to get rid of the Lulu. We just don't want to see a Lulu Jinx bot lane, and I don't blame him at all.
I do love this so much. It's an identifier. So if we actually see supports banned away as well, you're going to see that NG saying, hey, that Twitch is the priority carry, right? You need to take off some more support bans or anything like that. However, if they start pivoting towards that top side, I think that would also be okay. But this is good. The Rakan is a great way, again, to follow up behind the J4, behind the Orianna, and put yourself in a rough spot. Keeping that Jinx safe right now is all important. Heavy ban focus on those support roles.
Absolutely, yeah. They're not worried about top laners, it seems like. They're very aware. I think DDoS is Grandmaster right now, is what I saw in the lobby. So I don't think it's a bad idea to take away some of these champions that they might be incredibly good on, especially Thresh and Lulu, two champs who can absolutely puppet master throughout a team fight. There goes the Melio. All right, 4 supports off the board. Let's see how deep the roster is.
To be fair, I did look at DDoS's pool. DDoS actually plays like Blitzcrank, Senna, and Pyke. So the understanding that the teams are not playing their signatures and instead are playing for the team, I really like that identification. Not only that, we're still following up, right? You can see the composition from EGL still going for that all-in. Janet is still on the table. Janet is still available if you want to. However, it's a shift again. The keep away strat. If they lock in the Alistar, DDoS is saying we will keep Jinx safe in one way or another. I hesitate to say more. If that's a Shen support, that would be so much fun. Or a Shen top, go ahead. But
Shen
safety.
top too. I mean, Shen Alistar. That's a pretty nasty combo as well. If you are trying to keep off all these, I mean, NG. Let's see what DDoS locks in. Well, right. This brings together the whole picture. Braum.
Yep.
Oh, it's not locked in yet. I got too excited. I've been loving Braum. No, come on. Okay,
no,
I think they're just fucking with us. That might be possible.
I think so. It doesn't fit, right? It feels like it doesn't fit. It's a good stay away still, but maybe they think they need more damage behind.
Orbital. Weird works. Give me that.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
That's what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Listen, you knock the other players a little bit off their access because they won't know how to play around this. It depends. This could be Heimerdinger top, right? Shen support. That's not too crazy to think about. But if it's Heimerdinger support, I mean, that's what my heart wants, right? Something's going on here. We'll have to wait and see.
Oh, okay.
Oh my goodness, it is Heimerdinger support.
Yeah, that I think it
That's
is
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I mean, it's a deterrent. Don't get me wrong, and I like it. But this Jinx is just. This Jinx is being left high and dry except for the Shen, right? You take a look down the other side, NG literally are like, Syndra, Heimer, Kane, run interference with your squishy bodies. Pray you can keep them off with abilities. Because EGL have every single go button available. They will not stop until they're dead or someone else is dead.
Too true. Wait, just for my edification, which side is EGL on?
EGL is on red side. EGL is on red side. Yes. Nice Gaming is on blue. I have double checked that and made sure of it because my brain doesn't like to work. But I did double check that.
Now this will be a fun game for all the friends at home. But just everything I said about Nice Gaming, just pretend I was saying that about EGL, and then it'll all make sense. A fun little puzzle for you to go back and solve on your own time. Orbital, I am so excited. What a way to start game one. Heimerdinger support. I haven't seen something like this in a hot minute. It's on someone who we know has fast hands, someone who's proven themselves in the vicious gladiatorial ring that is solo queue. And I mean, there's got to be something to this, and I'm excited to see how it plays out.
I'm really interested about the spot lane, though. The amount of emphasis that was placed on not only the ADCs, but the supports, right? In the second round of bans, leads me to believe that these two teams will be hyper-focused around it. I mean, you take a look at the ADCs, you take a look at the current setup that they have. Both teams have basically said we need hyper carries there. The mid lane, Orianna, Syndra, they can carry to certain extents, but they're more considered team players, right? You're not going to funnel kills into them as much. So it's like, with how much emphasis they have laid down in this singular lane, I'm just sitting here going, this is going to be crazy 3, 4, 5 players bot lane by like minute 10 or 15.
Listen, no doubt. I mean, you first pick the Jinx, and that becomes the narrative of the game. How do you protect it? How do you sculpt the composition around it? And, you know, second round of bans, all supports, like you said, they've got their eyes on the bot lane. I'll be really interested. We've got 2 junglers who can be extremely proactive, pull off some incredibly creative ganks as well, right? Lots of over-the-wall action. So I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a lot of heat down there in the bot lane. And then again, we get to see how this evolves into Teamfight and EGL, just every single go button in the book that they can pull. And the question is Jinx going to be saved or not? Is the Shen ult enough? Because at this point, I'm looking at the comp and I'm saying, that's the defensive ability, right? Shen can ult Jinx. Syndra could push somebody away. But beyond that, it's going to be about positioning.
I'm just thrilled. I love posing this question, though, because it's so much fun. If you were to lay on the line a little bit, maybe like some RP, right? Throw down some like 100 RP. Who would you want to place your bets on as we are just about timing out this spectator delay?
That's an incredibly easy question for me to answer. No doubt, it's Nice Gaming. Listen, you don't walk into a match like this just with no plan. Again, Weird works. I like the Heimerdinger support. It's the kind of thing that makes other teams think like, oh, that might not work there. That shouldn't work there. And so they get inside their heads. They think League's supposed to work in a certain kind of way, but it doesn't. League is just an open book, and your creativity is what produces results. So Nice Gaming is my vote.
All right, well, Nice Gaming for you. I'll go with EGL just to spice things up, but I'm also a terrible hand-eye coordinated player. I cannot do mechanics to save my life. I 100% prefer the press R compositions. I love the easy strats, the cannonball to the face. Don't give me that guerrilla warfare. I'm going to out-tech you. I got the micro to skill you out. I'm terrible at that. Give me the Orianna ult, give me the J4 Cataclysm, and let's have some fun with it. I will go for EGL. However, I also know cannonballs, you only get to shoot once before you're kind of falling on the table, right? You can't reload that fast, so that's what I'm saying.
Totally. No, well said. I mean, diving, probably the idea is, right? Diving into a bunch of Heimerdinger turrets, that's a nightmare. I also saw that Vindy said in the Twitch chat that the J4 is a psychopathically aggressive player. So, you know, they've got a champion that they can be aggressive on. And yeah, listen, there's a lot of merit to the press R comps. Wombo combo, you know, one of the most common phrases in the league for a reason.
It really is. It transcends time and being what like it transcends league, right? Like there are wombo combos all over. It started in Super Smash Brothers Melee and has now been encompassed just about everywhere. Like any sort of MOBA, even FPS games now have it. I think you look at Valorant and its wombo combo. You gotta love it, right? There's no end in sight as we do get underway here. Give us a few moments. We will get the players in and all that fun stuff. The teams, I think, are so excited to be here. And again, this is awesome. I will say I've gotten a chance to talk with some of the EGL members. The fact that this community is so hype and so kind of all-encompassing makes me so happy.
100%. Now, the game is beginning, and we gotta ask ourselves, what level 1 strats will we see? And we're seeing EGL push in as a little bit of a death group right here. Exploring with this Orianna ball, gaining that vision, pushing in, but both teams grouped up, ready for any sort of scuffle or kerfuffle. Uh-oh. Syndra and Kayn peeling back. Okay, disaster could strike. Let's be real, folks, right? You could turn the corner. It's close to Halloween. Oh, hold on a second. Do we get the ward? Yeah, look at that. Nutter with a great check right there. Probably saving some lives.
Not just that, saving what could have been a very dire situation. If you looked at the bottom, Kami did not buy items. So
Oh,
Kami,
shit!
yeah. So Kami had to quickly recall, and that's why Nutter was like, okay, we're not gonna hard check this. They are so lucky. They were about to be out of any power because I mean, Jinx is a hyperscaler, right? Great
Right.
check by Nutter to say, okay, we're not dealing with this right now. Very well done. But I like the aggression already coming out of EGL, saying, hey, we may or may not get something. I mean, we have a Nautilus. We know the Heimerdinger is there. Let's go.
Yeah, absolutely. And that Orianna walking around, getting some poke onto Kayn, just trying to interrupt these junglers. I'm excited to see how this Heimerdinger bot lane starts to play out. We're seeing those cannons start to blast away at the lane.
And a huge part about it as well, this lane is going to push on its own. This will set up Gen's Nala for a chance at a fight and for a chance at a battle. Already, though, level 2 by Likeable getting in the face of Nutter. Nutter has not hit level 2 either.
No, not at all. That level 2 advantage, getting that poke down, perfect angles from the Orianna.
And the problem with that is that will continue, right? You pick up this lane, it's not exactly a killing, it's enough to try and force your opponent out of lane. That's what you're looking for.
Right. Gabe and Sir Isaac Newton up here. Oh my god, Sir Isaac Newton, the flash forward, going for that first blood, and he gets it. Beautiful first blood.
That was disrespect by Gabe saying, hey, I am okay. You were not okay. So well done. Well done. And again, not respecting the lethal tempo. Gotta always look at them.
Absolutely. Now the level advantage on the other foot here in the mid lane. All right. Evening up. But yeah, no, listen, what goes up must come down. Sir Isaac Newton reminding Gabe about the laws of gravity here. You know, when you know your champion and its capabilities, you can pull off that kind of stuff.
You can happily pull off that kind of stuff. I think it's not even just pulling it off. It's like doing it with confidence. And you're seeing it here.
Totally.
EGL just going hard.
Oh,
here.
getting really close here, getting these autos, forcing a flash from Nutter. Oh, the flash forward! No! The tower shot, the return! Just a little bit too far. But our junglers got to run into each other. Grenzella has that rep of being very aggressive, but he's finding himself a little bit low on health. Nice flag and drag to get to safety. Cut down to the bot lane. These two lanes just skirmishing a little bit, but look at those autos from Twitch onto Jinx. Timeless. Now on the wrong side of the map, being chased deep in. But, you know, sometimes the spectator camera doesn't want us to see that, so we'll get back to that action later on.
I wish we had an observer because that was action all over the place. And you saw it there. One of the things that Likeable unfortunately did is you thought you had your W up. I believe the distance was not up in time, so that you were hoping for that last fragment damage. You got the auto attack off, but I mean, you just mistimed it by a mere margin. So well thought out, but Nutter now granted a chance at respite. In the jungle though, Gen Z unfortunately fell there, and now Timeless has free roam. Like Kayn wants that advantage over. Yes, you are getting jumped on, but Jen's now saying, not the jungle, mid.
Oh, Nutter, there it is. Oh, look at that. Pushing him just back enough so that the flag and drag does not connect. Nutter with the thumbs up.
I think that was a chance and a half there too. Depending on how you buffer the flag and drag, you can't actually get away from the scatter the weak crazy, by the way. I hate that so much. But it's well done. We're seeing aggression all the way around, and Gen's Nala, we heard that they were a very aggressive jungler. Great. Now translate that into advantages. You can already see it on the bot side, taking away the Krugs, and now looking for a bot side game.
Dude, look at Zombro walking around. Yup, he's got Genzala there as well. This guy is as aggressive as was promised. Kami in a lot of danger. They don't realize just yet. The hook lands onto the Heimerdinger. Got a little bit of CC. Genzala walking up, being patient.
Adam
doesn't have the fucking drag up yet, but the Ignite's going down. Onto the Twitch. He's into the back.
Oh!
Flash away. DDoS gets the kill, and Zombro getting one in return. DDoS gets hooked on right here, but Timeless coming over the wall. Do they have the damage? And the time, let's see, getting some more autos in. The rockets missed just a little bit. Zombro trying to dip, duck, and dodge, but in the end, he dies.
Oh, man, that was a dance back. Are you kidding me? LeChance, you said this Heimer was going to be a chance and a half, and see if it came out as the winner. So far, it's the carry of the team. 0-0 looking like a baller, and that's going to be a problem, right? A little bit of a rough damage estimate from the side of Zombro, of Adam, and of Gen's Nala. They did not respect that damage. They tried to fight that, and now it's granted advantages over to NG.
Well, listen, it's the perfect bait and switch, right? Get all hot and bothered, get worried about this Jinx, and you don't realize who's that tapping at the door the whole time. It's Heimerdinger. And, you know, typically you're trying to kill the carry, right? But you can't ignore all these turrets that are coming out from Heimerdinger.
It's scary, and you sit there, and that's going to actually persist into the later game as well. Mid to late game, that's when Heimers get very scary. They control the map with just their towers, and that's why you can see the pinch
here
of
we go.
Timeless as
Getting
well.
down here in the bot lane. Timeless going in, but you got to be careful against the Nautilus. A hook can pull you into turret range. I think they were right to pull back from that.
Just a very safe, and now Nutter trying to get advantages of mid. This dragon has been up though for a minute and a half, and I am surprised that we're not seeing a heavy focus on it. It's going to be granted to Timeless, which is nice, as you can see Jen's Nala up on the top side. But early dragon stacking will be
Oh god, look at the damage already coming out onto Zom, bro. Zap lands, that's the slow. They're trying to go forward, but look at that. The block with the turret. DDoS is crazy. Oh my god.
That's just angry playing right there from DDoS, and now they're going to rotate to get the dragon, get that stacking as well. NG already focusing on the macro, which I can very much appreciate. Remember, for the side of EGL, they're a cannonball. They come online at level 6, and they run from there. That's what they're really looking for. And you're going to look for Jen's Nala to start being that facilitator. However, you're not allowed to get that cannonball online. You can't get the towers.
Oh, look at this. Nutter walking up, maybe the dropping it all, but it's not enough damage just yet. You need a little bit more. Responding. Beautiful. Beautiful response from Likeable. Keeping cool the whole time around.
Uh-oh, Adam.
Oh, Timeless might be in a little bit of trouble right there. You can go over the wall, right? Let's see if that ability's up. Yep, they get over. Maybe Twitch gets a blue buff. No, Timeless is going back. They're saying we're not done, but a ward got dropped. Adam's right here. Okay, misses with that E right there. The autos coming through from Twitch. A very patient skirmish right there. Well done from both of them. No kills in the end.
Oh, these are so close every time. Both junglers currently playing on a nice edge, but that mid lane, Likeable and Nutter are currently at that 50-50 mark. You saw the damage come down. Nutter trying to get that full damage out, but remember, Syndra is no longer a one-shot champion at level 4 and 5. It is now a scaling champion, so you have to be aware of that fact. Not only that, you're down about 10 CS. I expect Nutter to try and scale up further, look for some help, look for that level 12, not level 12, 14, time, minute, 12 or 14 kill threat.
Sure. No, absolutely. Jarvan is poking around that Rift Herald. Maybe something's going to happen up here in the top lane. We'll see. He's been making ganks happen all over the place. I'm really impressed by Gonzalez. You know, he's 0-1-1, right? But that does not reflect how much action he's helped create on this map. It's been gank after gank after gank coming from great angles so far. You can tell he's someone who's always looking for a mark.
And I think that's very good. It's we said it again. If you're not playing J4 aggressive, you're not playing. That's the whole reason you pick the champion. You don't scale into the late game. I'm sorry, you don't. It's not it's not as strong as the others. So you need to get that early. You need to have that early focus. And you need your laners to follow behind. So I'd like to see Adam.
Oh my God! Look at that rocket right there. Adam gets out by DDoS once again. Cut to the mid lane. Action is not done just yet. Like trying to go to the kill. There it is. Getting the kill onto Kane, and now in the 1v1, scattered the weak. The ult as well, but she's not dead. One more out should do it for the camera. Cut down to the bot lane again to just a plate getting dropped. That's all right.
Oh my gosh, this is terrifying work. But the fact that Likeable still wins in a 1v2.
Oh my God, Gabe's going so there, but a nice dash out of the way there. Shen on the run, and no one's there to pick up the kill. He might actually get out of there. By the way, Syndra lived in that skirmish, by the way. She had like no health. She was able to walk away somehow.
Oh, it was so close. Nutter has not enjoyed how this lane works. However, that's gonna be a jump at the mid lane.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Timeless going super deep right here, going on to Likeable.
Oh no!
The turrets are doing a lot of work. Shen's doing his best to keep him alive. Oh my God.
That is some Hail Mary work, and I love it. Timeless looking for those angles, but that is now Shen ult expended as well. You put so much in there, and you weren't sure of it. This is gonna be a rocket. Oh. So close.
Just a couple Teemos away.
I love the fact that that's actually a measurement distance. But currently setting up, this entirety is everyone trying to find the advantage. We saw that mid lane, a good attempt by Jen's Nala, but it's still little mistakes that are starting to garner attention right when back and forth. And for both teams, they're actually okay with this. Making these mistakes is not the worst thing in the world, because both teams actually, their main carries do scale to the game. The top side is the one that actually worries me a little bit, as he's going AP right now. Gabe cannot withstand as much as you would.
right? But they've got some buddies up here. We're going to find ourselves in a 2v2. Timeless maybe backing off. Very nice Rip Herald's placement. A skirmish might break out here. Great use of the blast cone. Buying time for Nutter to come up. Good flag and drag out, but that's going to be Sir Isaac Newton getting taunted. The turret goes down. Look at Nutter trying to cut him off. Let's see if we can get a scatter of the week. Maybe kick this fight off, but we've got a teleport coming in as well. They're going to even up the numbers. Both of them getting stunned, but no vision yet in there. Oh my god, look at that. The flag and drag. There's the one. We talked about it in draft. Put the flash on over the wall. Sir Isaac Newton going so low. Gabe low as well. One more on takes it. We're back in the 1v1. Likeable. Three levels above Timeless right here, who's just going to try and get out of this dangerous situation. What a fight. 2 for 2.
That would have been 2-0. Let's be honest. If Likeable did not TP in, that would have been a 2-0. This is
honestly, it's not done. There's the hook. Clean from Zombro. Gets the auto as well. They're trying to feed this. Oh, good dodge there. Can he get over the wall? Not every great escape ends with a happy outcome.
Well, this might be a happy outcome here. This is going to be a challenge. Good flash out.
Incredible flash. Genzella coming around the corner. Just contemplating. Oh, here's the teleport. You needed another man, but they're going to respond to the teleport of their own. The flag and drag onto the Jinx. Getting these autos out, trying to find some space. Fight lines are all over the place right here. There's going to be a hook. There's the Nautilus ult onto the Jinx as well, buying some time, but Jinx survives the original burst of damage here. Will they? No! Volibear gets to the back line. Another flag and drag on Gabe going so low right now. Twitch, one more auto should do it, but they're not able. Oh, they survive. What a fight. Oh my god, not over yet as well. Zombro once again with another hook. These turrets doing work. Timeless looking to clean this up, I think, in the end. A lot of CC coming out of Nautilus here. Not able to land those attacks just yet. Timeless going for it, but there's a lot more from where this came from. Oh, Timeless so close, but not able to get those kills, and they are just able to kite them out just long enough to get the kill, and the dragon is going to be theirs as well.
What is going on? Death rains from above? That was like a 1.5-minute long fight. It went so long, Dragon respawned and is now being taken. Are you kidding me? At the end of the day, we are at 11. Oh no, oh no. Oh.
The dragon. No attacks from the dragon. Oh, dragon playing favorites here.
If that were Hextech Drag, that would have been it, right? Oh, DDoS, no. Oh, DDoS!
It's the kill. DDoS, he's everywhere all at once. Gonzella's got to get away, but the flag and drag not up just yet. There it is. And DDoS get the kill. DDoS is on point. 5-0 as Heimerdinger support. Very clean double kill.
This match is getting explosive, and again, the kills are going on fundamental people. You can see it here. Likeable 7-1-1 right now after all the kerfuffle, and DDoS now an AP carry in their own right, 5-0-1 with the Rylite. Adam is not going to get a moment's rest.
No, not at all. They want him, and this is being very clean about this, giving that kill over to Kane. They're going to get this turret as well. These teams slap. This is great.
This game won. This is game freaking 1. We got 5 more later on. Like, this is crazy. And keep in mind, they are playing for a little bit of money. First place currently in this double round robin will earn $500. Second place will earn 75, and I believe third place will earn 60, as well as circuit points here with EGL. There's so much behind it that it is crazy. Now we're seeing a jump in the mid lane.
Oh. Good flash from Nutter. No, absolutely, make no mistake, there are stakes on the lines. These teams came correct today. And I mean, we're 15 minutes in, 22 kills, and Gold's looking pretty even.
I love it. I love the fact that it does look even, and it looks safe, as well as the best way to put it, right? These gold extensions, luckily you're not seeing a lot of towers fall behind it. And actually, bot side and top side both lost the tower at the same time, meaning both teams are relatively even. It really will come down to a thought process of who feels like they're a little bit high. Yes, the gold is on 7 characters, but honestly, both Heimer and Leona can dish out a massive amount of damage.
Absolutely. Now they've spotted out that Herald is up. It doesn't seem like they're going to make a move towards it yet. There it is. The Orianna ult being used onto the Heimer. They say he is enough of a threat. Just throw everything at him, and they get the kill for it.
I do apologize as well. This is actually 175 and 60 because my brain can't do math. Don't ask me why. That is going to be Herald over to Sir Isaac Newton as well. So heavy on the macro, currently handed to EGL's side. They are in control of these macro lane objectives, especially with Cloud Drakes coming up here. These runs are going to be
absolutely. Gabe trying to find an angle to get out of here. There's the taunt, getting a little bit of a distance, but the flag and drag will knock them up. They are able to get taken out in the end. Kami having a little bit of a front line right now. Actually, that's going to be Kane potentially getting picked. The Zap is thrown into the mix, but Kane's going to have to find their own way out of this. Cutter coming up. That's a great scat of the week. Hitting two people, a good flash over the wall, but that's the Nautilus. And the volley bear dunking on the target, getting the Syndra in the end, but Theos is here, showing up, absolutely scattering EGL as they run in fear of this Heimerdinger. I would too.
Oh, man.
Victor is just going to push up the top side.
Oh!
Excited, trying to get a kill right here, but she's pulled into the front line using these rockets, sending them down. There's the ignite. That's the kill in the end, but they die in return.
The stand and deliver front. Both ADCs were not going to give up. I love it. And again, EGL are still winning out on this. You talked about it. The Rift Herald pushing down on the top side. Tower's now falling pretty fast. And bot side now being pushed. Lifeful and Gay being forced to be stuck right now. This is a huge power point for EGL. Their composition is now online. They can brute force most of these fights. Because you take a look at NG, they did not scale as quickly as they would like. Yes, Timeless is 4-4-1. You're not tanky enough to deal with 1 to 2 members at this point. It's just not there. And so you're waiting, you're hoping for Kami to come online. You need at least another full item, I would say, to an item and a half before you can start shredding through these front lines.
Absolutely, and I just want to say, well, here we go, Twitch coming in, dropping the ult as well, flashing over, getting that shield from Shen. Now they turn. Let's see, let's send some rockets out there. The flash and taunt not able to land. Oriana here. There it is, there's the rocket, but it's not enough. Oh, he gets it with the auto, and Zombro falls in return as well. That's 2 for nothing so far. Rocket, arrow flash in. What an engage right there from the Oriana, but they're going to get taken out in the end here. Still, that was fantastic to watch.
It looks so good! It looks so good!
Oh my goodness.
It looks so good. I was just hyping up EGL and now NG have a run on the map. That was such an over-aggressive statement from Adam. You actually put your team into a deficit they use so much to keep the Twitch alive. At the same time,
Isaac Newton.
Yeah, Newton's fine. Now it's a 1v1.
Now it's a 1v1. We've seen Sir Isaac Newton win these before, but he says, actually, I'm not going to fight you. I just want to take out this inhib. That'll make it all worth it. Dragon's going to be coming up soon, too. My God, this volley bear is terrifying.
The Trick 2G special. The Trick 2G special. What you're looking at now is the Dragon, though, coming up. Timeless, though, says, I want kill.
Yeah, going for an assassination right here, trying to find his way onto Adam. He's probably got his ult up. There it is. He's going to go, onto Zombro, but it doesn't matter because Kami gets the kill, picks it up, and now DDoS forced to flash out to the ult, but now Jarvan maybe a little bit too far forward. Oh, this backboard, but look at Sir Isaac Newton coming from behind, getting that kill. Goes on to Likeable, but DDoS out of the fight, and as this Dragon is up too, we're probably pretty happy about that. Ooh, rocket? Oh, did hit someone.
It hit Isaac Newton, but again, you're tanky. Nutter wants to try this fight, but the Dragon is up, and that's going to be the main call. Again, Timeless is nowhere close to this.
Oh, flag and drag onto Kami right there. Oriana ult as well. Incredible, impeccable. I think they're happy to give this Dragon up, and as I say that, I'm wrong. The caster curse is alive and well. OG Timeless getting engaged upon. The flag and drag over the wall. Ball delivery service. Getting rid of those blast cones. They want this Dragon.
And I think it's not one that you really have to dive with, right? And the Cloud Drake. As much as I love Cloud Drake, I love moving fast, it's not one that is a high priority. It's only second Dragon for EGL. What NG should be worried about is getting a lot of their carries more control based on the current goal situation. It is net even, but look at where the carry threats are, right? Right now, DDoS, I believe, still carries a fair share. And comparatively to their opponents, you're seeing that EGL still have a hand. Of course, the Jinx is still riding high, sitting at 8.1 over the Twitch, but it's nowhere close to Likeable, to the likes of Sir Isaac Newton in the top side. They need to start getting this gold back into their carries. Remember, the Syndra is not the primary carry. Secondary carry, yes. That Jinx needs to start powering through the opponents if we want a clean team fight win.
Of course, and we all know that the true secret carry is the Heimerdinger, and that's the character that's going to pull through in the most climactic moment. That's just going to be my little bet. We'll see how that plays out. But certainly, Sir Isaac Newton, terrifying. This volley bear has done some extremely impressive work so far. We're about to see him in another little kerfuffle right here. He gets that shield running forward, Timeless, trying to decide whether or not they should go over the wall. They do, but Zombro might not let him get away with this. All right, they do let him walk away holding on to that Nautilus ult. This might be a play for Baron right here. Yeah, they're going to go for it.
I don't think they have too much of a up though, but they do have to burn it quickly. Look how quick this pitch is coming.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams gearing up this team fight. I think first full 5-on-5 we've seen in a while. First pitch battle we've seen in a hot minute.
I mean, the battle is not exactly a battle, I would say, right? It's not really a battle. It's a collision and then a runaway. One team will come out with a few less members. A battle, I would say, is like 30 to 40 seconds. This is not going to be that. One team
that's
will get
true.
shredded, one way or another.
More of a car crash.
Yes, that's the best way to put it.
Grenza walking up right here. Zombro on the way as well. A bucket and a half of CC that can be dumped onto Gabe. Nice taunt out. Screening with the minions. Nice using the turret structure. Oh, here it is. A little bit of a base, or a bait and switch. Likeable over the wall. Nautilus here probably just to interrupt the Shen ult. We'll see. This is going to be a long and slow fight. Baron down to half health right here. DDoS taking an ass ton of damage. Gets taken out in the very end right here. Hold on. Flash over the wall from Grenza. Smite is in play. Who gets it? Blue team. Blue team gets it. And now they're going to try and peel off. Timeless gets over the wall. That went down to like 37 health.
It was close. It was very, very close, and it was a good challenge coming in as well, and Gabe is finally able to get the kill because, of course, it's Zombro. But the chase is on. How many Barons can you take away?
Yeah, that's the real question. Timeless. I mean, if someone's going to escape, it will be Kane, but it's 1v4 right now. Nice. Inside the Twitch right here. Let's see if he can get out. Maybe he'll go for a kill, but there's a flash and a kill. Grenz is going to take that one.
And getting two, or I think they only got one, right? This is now a swing back. The gold also shows that same situation. And the fact that Gabe never had to leave that bot lane means that you get the waves in a proper state. You are now going to have pressure in both mid and top and bot. You can start getting some of that freestanding gold that's sitting around. You take a look at top lane. Top lane has barely been touched in the tower game. That is right for a Jinx to take. So much of this should start expanding out into gold leads across the board for priority members. No longer is DDoS the only carry of the team.
Yeah, no, that is very true. Jinx, Syndra going to be extremely terrifying. How do you think they're going to... who do they have Baron on right now? Is it just Jinx and Heimer?
I don't believe so. I think it's actually multiple
as well.
Right? So it's Shen, it is Syndra, it is Jinx, and Heimer.
Sorry, way more people got away with that than I thought they did.
They were able to carry 3, so that's not bad.
Oh, this is exactly what Sir Isaac Newton wants. Gonna walk around the corner, find Timeless. He's got Grinzelli here as well. Timeless gonna go over the wall. Nice flag and drag Twitch right here, waiting in the wings, waiting for an angle to drop. The ult drops it onto the Twitch right there. Sir Isaac Newton jumping over the wall, but look at Kane getting the kill, going on the back line, getting onto that Twitch as well. Now Sir Isaac Newton gonna get cut down in the end too. None right now, as Likeable might actually win this 1v1. Well done, but they've got Baron and they're pushing down the mid lane.
It doesn't matter if you get the solo kill. It matters if you get the team fight, and we said it, right? Just a few more items. 2.5 Jinx online. Team fight was perfect. This guerrilla warfare drew the rest of EGL out. And NG looking to hone in a victory. They get the inhibitor, now match the top side, and their inhibitor just came up. This is now going to allow them to pick up Dragon.
I gotta say, if that Jinx rocket hits, we may have been looking at maybe more than that. I don't know how much more time that would have bought them, but that was sick. Very reminiscent of, what was it, 2017 Worlds, the Ash arrow heard around the world.
Right.
But now we've got a little bit. Oh, look at this. Right here, scatter the weak. So much damage. Zombro gets taken out first. Likeable, but Genzo on the back line. This Jarvan could do some damage, but the rest of his team's already been cut down. 3 for nothing. This is, and now the Twitch as well. There it is. A very, very nice cleanup from NG. And they're going to push in. You think they can win off this?
Oh, easily. However, Sir Isaac Newton might have something to say.
Not done yet, reminding them of the principal physics of the world. There are laws in this universe, and Volleybear is one of them, but they're still going to be able to take him out.
I love the fact that it was the ward, by the way, that Gabe teleported to. To give semblance, there was a ward placed all the way here that that you saw Gabe TP to. So it's very, very well done. Very, very appropriate. Still, though, the game is now swinging and he's there. Really, all they have to make sure of is they don't get womboed. If they don't get womboed, they win the fights at this point. If Kami stays alive, you already win the game. So appropriately spread your forces. Don't allow a group up from EGL, and you will have this fight. You saw how disjointed the fight was if Likeable and Jen's Nala are not on the same page, if Adam is not together with them.
Absolutely, and vice versa. EGL has some abilities in this game that whenever you've got them on your team, you just know, listen, there's always a chance, right? We can always land that perfect Orianna ult across the bow of a perfect Nautilus ult, a flag and drag from Jarvan. Just so much devastating damage. Even a 5k gold lead can't make up for just the most amount of CC in the world.
Well, we'll see what they can do at least here. I don't believe Baron is up any longer, of course, so they're going to try and maintain some visage of lane control. You see here Kami firing a rocket towards mid. I mean, it won't kill anything, but it's enough to send them away.
Absolutely. Always fun to watch. Every Jinx rocket, just a wonderful 3-point shot. More like a half-court shot sometimes, honestly. And, you know, you're just curious to see if it'll go in. Timeless going forward. Nice getting some movement out of Twitch right here. Is going to go back up. Using the ult. There we go. Scat of the week onto Nutta. They just want something. They go for it. And Orianna ult hits 2 targets, but the damage just isn't there.
No, you went Leandre's. It's not burst damage. Not only that, you went for a Magi stack because you thought you were going to get a proper advantage, but because you've been killed time and time again, your stacks have not built up. Instead, now it's a gold sink. You're sitting there just like, dang, I lost a lot of gold. You're now losing pressure on the top side, and you have to recall. This should be another tower. I'm not sure about the inhibitor, but maybe.
Absolutely. Yeah, and Sir Isaac Newton, the fact that, oh, they are ripping through towers right now. Inhib next. Very clean. That excited Jinx walking up, getting some rockets off. Sir Isaac Newton just down here in this 1v1. They're going to go for it. A little bit of a skirmish. So the real problem is Sir Isaac Newton used to be able to rip through these side lanes, right? Nobody could contend against them. And we're starting to see, oh, Gabe going for it. Or sorry, Isaac Newton going for it. He just wants his tower. And now the 1v1 truly begins. He's going to go autoing. Oh, my God. So much damage out of this volley bear, completely contradicting to what I was just about to say, which is that now he's not able to be as successful in the side lane. Don't mind me, Sir Isaac Newton. You know best.
I like how we have to turn that around. It's like, man, okay, yeah. I mean, leave it to the players that are in the game, right?
I'm ready to about face on every position that I take when I'm clearly shown to be wrong immediately.
I like this, though. The call for the Baron trying to clear it out, get information on it, this is going to be the big key staller. And thankfully, the inhibitors that went down are top and mid. These are the easiest to defend from this position for EGL. NG, though, if they get a singular kill, they can just push up mid lane. You don't really even have to worry about Sir Isaac Newton. I think you're going to be okay. I love the fact that we see triple Negatron cloaks coming out of game as well. Just like, I'm so done with this bull.
Yeah, seriously. These 2 inhibitors down on the top and mid lane. When this dragon comes up, it's going to be very easy for them to gain that lane priority, but Baron is the target right now. They're just going to go onto it and start ripping through it. Jarvan is here. We could see a steal. The question is, do they have enough time? Do they have enough damage? Camera bouncing all over. 2,000 health on this Baron. Let's see, but they say no. Best way to prevent a steal is just to kill the jungler, but Sir Isaac just ripping through these towers.
I don't know if it's fast enough, though. You need a little bit more, and now Gabe is able to at least withstand a little bit of it. Remember, every second counts. Timeless trying to cut out. You will remember Zombro not really being allowed to do anything. Adam's going to look for the 1v2 instead.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting these autos off, getting all those stacks on Twitch. But this is Kane. He is also an assassin. A shield onto Twitch. Let's see if it does enough. No, actually, yeah. Adam still living through, trying to get these autos off. But Kami showing up as well. Zombro gets taken out. And now the Jinx is here. You have to back off if you don't have a front line, because she is also ready to rip through you at a distance now. All right, there's the back through. This might be the final fight. They've got Baron. They're pushing down on these towers. Top tower going away. That's a great flash from the Jinx right here. Getting those autos. Great scat of the week, too. Members falling from EGL. Likeable now under tower, but the tower is gone, and it's just the Nexus exposed as game 1 goes to NG.
That game out of nowhere felt like it just catapulted into NG's favor. I knew Gabe was talking a little bit like, oh man, interviews are only for winners. I mean, they're winning here. They're winning here. Look at that damage output here. So clean across the entirety. And honestly, Nutter, we said that Nutter, the Syndra is not exactly a main carry, but it did so much work at the end. You saw it, tail end of the fights, massive damage output. So well done.
Absolutely, absolutely. And of course, the Heimerdinger played out super well. I'm just peeking at these damage charts. Big credit to Ori, top in the charts of damage, but not too far behind. It's that Syndra and the Heimer.
I love it. And of course, we are going to get an interview, hopefully, with one of the players here in just a little bit from the NG squad. Nice Gaming giving us a nice game one. So please don't go anywhere. We'll be right back in just a little bit with an interview with one of the players from the NG roster as we get underway with these weekend's EGL double round. And welcome back, everyone. We are here with an interview with one, the only, the amazing Kami coming in here, giving us an interview. Kami, how are you feeling after that dub, opening up the day?
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm hyped to not only be playing today, I'm hyped to also be on the broadcast with the boys. But yeah, no, game went great.
Dude, first pick goes to you. Your team's drafting. They say, what are we going to do? We're going to grab that Jinx. We're going to put it in Kami's hands. Was this the plan from the very beginning? Build a comp around Jinx?
Yeah, Jinx is. I'm sorry to tell you, somebody in Riot is cooking for Jinx because it's not fair anymore. But
is that like something that you've been working on, or you've just always got the Jinx in your pocket? You can pull it out whenever it's needed.
Jinx has always been a pocket pick for me.
Mhm.
It's something that if you go into my solo queue, you probably won't see a lot of it, but it's something that I've played for years now. It's one of my favorite champions.
That's awesome. I mean, there were so many eyes on the bot lane throughout that draft, right? Second round of draft, 4 supports get banned. As we're talking up here, we're saying, okay, both these teams are thinking a lot about this bot lane. And then, of course, you guys lock in Heimerdinger support. What's it like laning with a Heimerdinger? Is that something you're used to? Or was it like on the fly, DDoS was like, trust me, I'm going to play Heimerdinger. I might take some CS. Don't even sweat about it.
Dude, I'm completely confident in my pairing with DOS. We've played Heimerdinger a couple of times, and whenever we pull it out, I just know it's going to be a good time. I have no issues with it. We're relatively on the same page.
Dude, that's awesome. So that was not a surprise to you at all. You just had that ready.
Yeah, we had that ready, and we have more cooking up.
Ooh,
well, I can't wait to see it. Honestly, super excited to see you guys play. You guys are in the next game as well, so we're gonna get back to that. I know we're a little bit behind schedule, but Kami, thank you so much for coming up here and giving us a little bit of the insight into your team.
Absolutely, no problem.
Alrighty. That is so much fun. I'm so excited. Of course, as you said, we are running a little bit behind time, so everyone tuning in, thank you so much. We're going to go back to a short break, get the teams ready. It is going to be Nice Gaming versus Exile Gaming to bring us into game number 2. These two teams will be facing off, hopefully on the Rift, very short.